lot of dog owners of high prey drive dogs have the problem that as soon as they leave the house, the dog is completely switched off. It's just in his own world and pulling forward, completely unapproachable to our cues, to the games that we want to play with him. And here, of course, training makes no sense because we cannot reach the dog. How to achieve a dog that is more reachable to our cues and to our games and to our training is what we are going to explore now. Hi, my name is Simone. I'm a dog trainer and dog behavior consultant. I specialize in dogs with a high prey drive, and I help high prey drive dogs and their humans to thrive and not just survive. So when you have a dog that is completely switched off outside and it's so frustrating for you that you cannot reach your dog and training makes absolutely no sense for you because there is no way your dog is ever following your cues, then there is one simple game or exercise that you can do with your dog that will help your dog to slow down, to calm down, and to be more approachable for your cues. Because for most dogs, the moment they leave the house and they can engage in their greatest hobby, which is hunting and chasing wildlife and finding wildlife, it feels so good for them to pull forward, to go on, to move on. And this movement helps them to lower their excitement and arousal. And now it is our task to break this circle and teach our dogs, okay, I can also lower arousal when I'm not frantically pulling, when I'm not completely switched off and lost in my dog world, but I can still be approachable for my human and linger in their human world and still have these nice feelings of calming down and and being more relaxed. And you can achieve this by giving your dog 30 seconds of licking. Licking is intrinsically calming for all mammals, for dogs, for humans. Maybe you know this from yourself and you had a stressful day, you go to the fridge and you do some emotional eating, and it's the same for our dogs. So chewing and especially licking helps our dogs to calm down. So what you're going to do is you equip yourself with something that your dog finds super yummy and that is easy to swallow and easy to chew. For example, some cheese, some sausages, something soft, something nice and tasty. Don't use your regular kibble here because your dog will not like it. So choose something special. And it's the ideal thing to do is to have something that your dog can lick. For example, some liver cream, some cream cheese, or maybe something that you mix together in a blender and that you put into a tube and that you can feed your dog outside. And then you take this on your walk and you start your walk by giving your dog time to pee and poo so that they do not have this urgency anymore. And then is the time for your first stop. So you stop your dog, give them a signal, a cue that now it's time to stay here for a while. And you start feeding these special treats and you keep them coming quickly one after the other so that your dog has no chance to do anything else but chewing and swallowing and chewing and swallowing. If you choose the option with the tube, which is even better, then you go for a nice steady squeeze so that your dog can constantly lick and chew and lick and swallow. We are aiming for this rhythmic licking where your dog is constantly licking for about 30 or even 45 seconds. It's very important that we have a prolonged time of licking or chewing, at least 30 seconds, maybe even longer. And what you're looking for is that your dog's whole body language becomes softer. The eyes become almond shaped. You see the ears going down, the tail going down. You see the whole body of your dog relaxing. And then you put away the tube, you walk on for about 10 minutes, and then it's time for another break. And this is how you structure your walk. You walk for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes maybe, and then you put in another break where you give your dog time to chew, to lick, to calm down. Our aim is to break the circle of pulling or frantically wanting to go forward, forward, forward by teaching the dog, okay, it's okay to stay here. We can linger here. We can take the time to just stay in this place and relax and feel good about it. And then we are going to move on. Because if you have a dog that is not able to take the time for these little breaks, how on earth should your dog be able to come back to you when you call them? Because then they will also not have the time for that. So give this a try. Try it consistently over at least 3, 4, or 5 days. Offer your dog something to chew and lick and see the magic happen. Let me know in the comments how it's going or if you have questions about it. And yeah, I'm really excited to hear about your progress.